Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going hunting. Our prey? One of the market's most deceptive predators, the bear trap.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the basics. What is this thing? Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, the anatomy of the ambush. From there, it's all about spotting the warning signs. And of course, we'll cover strategies to survive and maybe most importantly, how to master the mindset you need to outsmart it.
All right, first up, you can't avoid a trap if you don't know what it looks like, right? So let's start there. Let's get to know our quarry. What exactly is this thing? Okay, so a bear trap. Think of it as a total head fake from the market. It's a trick, plain and simple. What happens is the price will drop below a really important support level and it looks for all the world like a big downtrend is kicking off. So what do the bears do? They jump in and start short selling, betting the price will keep falling. But, bam! The market does a complete 180, reverses, and shoots higher, trapping all those short sellers in what's quickly becoming a terrible trade.
And hey, you've got to be careful not to mix this up with its evil twin, the bull trap. They're basically mirror images. A bear trap, like we said, catches the sellers, the bears, who are expecting prices to go down. A bull trap, well, that one gets the buyers, the bulls, all excited thinking the price is about to launch, right before it collapses. See, both are all about deception. They just target different sides of the market.
So how does this whole thing play out? I mean, how is the trap actually set? To really get it, we've got to break it down piece by piece. Let's walk through the anatomy of the ambush, step by step.
And this is where it gets really interesting. You can see the whole process right here, in 4 stages. First, you've got the bait. The price drops below a key support level that everyone's watching. Step 2, the bears take that bait. They see the breakdown and pile into their short positions. But then, step 3, the trap springs. All that selling pressure just vanishes. Buyers rush in and the price snaps back hard. And that leads to step 4, the trap. The short sellers are now trapped and they're forced to buy back their shares to stop the bleeding. And all that forced buying, it just throws gasoline on the fire, creating a huge rally. You've probably heard it called a short squeeze.
Yeah, and this quote here from Al Hill, it just nails that feeling of pure shock and panic. 1 second you're thinking, yes, I caught the top. And the very next second, the market just rips your face off, moving aggressively in the exact opposite direction. It is a brutal, brutal experience. And believe me, it can be a very expensive one.
Okay, now we're getting to the real heart of the matter. Because look, knowing what a bear trap is, that's the easy part. The real skill is being able to spot one before it springs shut. So let's turn into detectives here. Let's learn how to spot the warning signs, the tracks this thing leaves behind.
So where do we start looking? The number one clue, the most critical piece of evidence, is always trading volume. See, price tells you what's happening, but volume tells you how much power, how much conviction is behind that move. So when you see a breakdown, there's one question you have to ask yourself.
And here's the answer. A real downtrend, one that's actually going somewhere, needs fuel. And that fuel is high, increasing selling volume. So if you see the price crack below a support level, but the volume is just meh, or even dying down, that is a massive red flag. It's telling you there's no real conviction from the sellers. It's a weak move. And a weak move is very often a fake move, designed to do one thing: set the trap.
All right, clue number 2. Let's look at our technical indicators. Things like the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, or the MACD. These tools are built to measure momentum, the oomph behind a price move. They can either give you a thumbs up, confirming the trend, or they can wave a red flag and warn you that something just isn't right.
And one of the most powerful signals you can get from them is something called divergence. Seriously, this is a big one. Think about it like this. The price is shouting, we're going down, but your indicator, your RSI, is whispering, I'm not so sure about that. When the price makes a new low, but the indicator makes a higher low, that's a huge conflict. It's telling you that the bearish momentum is actually getting weaker, even while the price is dropping. It's a classic sign the bears are getting tired and a reversal might be coming.
Okay, so we've got volume, we've got indicators, but what about the price itself? Just looking at the raw price action, the candlesticks on the chart, that can give you some of the best clues of all. You really have to learn to read the story that the price is telling you, moment by moment.
So what exactly are we looking for here? Well, the biggest giveaway is a quick recovery. If the price pokes below support for just a second and then immediately gets bought right back up above that level, that's a classic fake out. Another huge clue is seeing a bullish candlestick pattern, something like a hammer, pop up right after the breakdown. That's a sign that buyers came in with force and said, nope,
not going any lower. These are the moments when the market is practically showing you its cards, telling you that breakdown wasn't real.
All right, so we know how to spot the trap. Now, what do we do about it? This is where we get into strategy. It's time to talk about the practical, real-world tactics you need to protect your money.
But before we even talk about tactics, let's have a quick reality check. There's a number that gets thrown around a lot, and it's pretty sobering. Something like 90% of day traders don't end up being profitable. Now, I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this to drive home the single most important rule in this game. Survival comes first. And survival is all about one thing: managing your risk.
So what does that look like in practice? Well, this is your shield, your best defense against any trap, not just bear traps. First, always use a stop loss. It's non-negotiable. It's you deciding how much you're willing to lose before you even get in. Second, position sizing. Never ever risk so much on one trade that it can knock you out of the game. And third, patience. Don't be the first person to short a breakdown. Wait for confirmation. Just waiting for a candle to actually close below that support level can save you from a world of hurt.
Okay, we've talked technicals, we've talked tactics, but now we have to talk about the final piece of the puzzle, and honestly, it's the most important one: psychology. Why do smart, experienced people fall for these traps over and over? Well, it all comes down to the battle being fought right between your ears. Because these traps don't just use price levels as bait, they use our own emotions against us. Think about it. FOMO, the fear of missing out, makes you jump in without thinking. Herd mentality has you selling just because you see a big red candle and assume everyone else is. And then there's loss aversion, that powerful, gut-wrenching feeling that makes you hold on to a losing trade, just hoping it'll come back. That's how a small mistake becomes a disaster. You have to learn to recognize these feelings in yourself. That's step one.
And this quote right here, it just sums up that internal battle perfectly. The market does not care about your ego. Period. Being disciplined means you admit you are wrong, you take the small loss you planned for, and you move on. You live to fight another day. The second you start trying to win it back or refuse to admit you made a mistake, that's when a tiny paper cut turns into a massive account-blowing wound.
So, when it all comes down to it, avoiding bear traps isn't about finding some secret indicator or a holy grail. It's about a three-part process: doing your homework, executing with discipline, and mastering your own mind. If you can learn to spot the signs we've talked about, if you can be ruthless about managing your risk, and if you can keep your emotions from taking the driver's seat, then you can learn to navigate this tricky landscape and sidestep the pitfalls. The market is going to set these traps every single day. The only question is, are you prepared to see them?